Well, first off, I want to say that I'm glad because I want to share that we want to get away from the term homeless.
Right.
Okay.
We want to use the term unhoused because
Okay.
unhoused speaks to a person's condition. And today, when we say homeless, it's like it's a character of a person.
Yes.
And most of it, and none of us are positive. All of us negative.
That's
You know,
right.
and if any one of us was to say to a loved one, hey, I'm gonna stop by your house for the holiday, and by the way, I'm gonna bring this homeless person. The first thing somebody's gonna respond and say, no, you're not. You're not coming if you think you're gonna do that.
Great.
Right.
And so there's a lot of negative connotation to go along with the concept and the term of being homeless. So today I want to just encourage you all to help spread the word that we're looking at unhoused people,
Unhoused.
not homeless
I like
people,
that.
because that homeless person is a character that you and I know that is kind of made up. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's not true to the identity of the people, and it kind of keeps people from wanting to look and have a burden to want to help this particular community. It's because they feel like it's a negative community. They've done some bad things in life, and this is what afforded them that. When in reality, we all just one bad episode away from being
That's
homeless,
exactly right.
one check away from
Exactly.
being homeless,
That's true.
one bad relationship away from being
That's
homeless.
right.
One catastrophe in our life from being there. And there are some people who have some safety nets in terms of family support to kind of catch you. But then you got to know that there's some people who are less fortunate that don't have
That's
those
right.
those supports to catch them.
Yeah.
As soon as it happens to them, it just goes straight to the bottom.
Yes, right.
And we don't want to. We don't want to call this a drain of life, but it can go to the bottom of the sink, and then it's up for us,
Yes.
to want to keep motivated enough to pull ourselves up.
Absolutely.
And one of the things that's interesting about this area here is most of the unhoused people here are more or less uninspired. This is the population that St. Patrick's and these other community human services places, they can't reach them because they have no program for an uninspired person. And so they kind of write them off and say, oh, well, they're all just addicts and don't want to stop using, or they all just don't want to stop doing whatever they're doing. And when reality is they are this way because they are uninspired. And they're just
Exactly.
getting to the moment, the second, the day.
That's right.
I'm-
You speak well.
I really
brother.
appreciate you, brother.
Yeah.
That was you really educated us on this.
Yes.
Really appreciate this.
Okay, well, share that information with others because it's
And one thing
information
about
of the
being
truth.
At the bottom, it's only one way up. We care about the community, and
And my question to the young people is, how do we inspire people? How do you inspire another?
He asked a
he's
question.
asking the young people, how do you
How
inspire
do you
people?
inspire people?
How
Because
can
some
how
people
can
are
you
not
inspire
inspired, and that's why
another?
they don't have
How
any
can you
motivation.
inspire another person?
Here's the answer here.
You can inspire people by giving them hope and like giving back to the community. When you get back, when you get big, you remember people basically.
Anybody else want to respond to that? How do you
How do you
inspire
inspire people?
another person?
Always the
Because he said the issue is people are uninspired.
Right.
There's a population that is uninspired, and so therefore they're being unaffected by a lot of the services that are available. And if we can think about how the better ways to inspire people, then we could be a part of helping those who are in need.
Yes.
And we want to thank
just
you.
showing that we care is one step. That we haven't forgotten about people, and that we love you and care for you. And I guess trying to pull together with some resources.
Well, I kind of follow suit with the philosophy of like lawyers in court. I never ask a question I don't know the answer to because that's just bad business. And I want to share the answer. How can we help inspire another? One is to develop a relationship with them,
Yeah, absolutely.
develop a rapport,
Yes.
develop a line of communication. And then we begin to relate and have a relationship. Now you can understand how you can best help this person. And they're going to share some things with you that you can see how they need to be lifted up in those areas. And you can be a part of that. And that
Yes.
helps to inspire a person. Sometimes just to motivate them and look at them and tell them, I see you as a person who can. But who
Yes.
want to listen to a person like that unless it's a person of some type of influence or some type of a relation with. So that's why the relationship with that person becomes first. It's a relationship of love, a relationship of caring. There's a relationship of just wanting to be there for another person. And you know what? I just feel connected that I just want to talk to you about whatever's going on with you. And not just, hey, I got some hats over here. I got some socks over here. We went through there and we passed out some bus tickets, but we ain't talked to nobody about who they are and introduced ourselves as this is who I am. See, it's important when we come down here to serve this population. We not only figure out who they is, but we got to come down here and really say something about ourselves.
Absolutely.
Because this is about a relationship.
Absolutely.
What kind of relationship is going to be if it's just going to be you ask me a bunch of questions about what I done went through?
Absolutely.
Right.
So with that, I'm going to rest. I want to say
What's your
Thank you
name,
so
brother?
much.
Jay.
What's your name?
My name is Jay.
Jay, well, we
Jay,
appreciate
thank you
that.
so much.
Oh, you're more than
brother.
welcome.
Thank
You're
you so
more
much.
than
Been
welcome.
very
More than
enlightening.
welcome. I feel like this is my charge in life. This is my give back, just like you may have
Yes.
warm hands and hats and gloves and stuff. I have information that the good Lord has afforded me, and he afforded me this information to be able to share it with others. And so I'm privileged to be able to give back and be a servant in that capacity.
Give him a hand, everybody.
Now, we usually do try to talk with someone every time